Hello and welcome. This is Hena Talati and you are watching Itstomorrownews. Iceberg A-76 calved from the western side of Ronne Ice Shelf in Antarctica is now floating on the Weddell Sea. This iceberg A-76 is around 170 kilometers long and 25 kilometers wide. That makes it larger than New York's Long Island and half the size of Puerto Rico. The giant slab of ice bigger than the Spanish island Majorca that sheared off from the frozen edge of Antarctica into Weddell Sea is one of the largest icebergs afloat in the world. The Ronne Ice Shelf near the base of Antarctic Peninsula is one of the largest of several enormous floating sheets of ice that connect to the continent's landmass and extend out into surrounding seas. The enormity of the berg makes it largest in the world, snatching the first place from the A-23 iceberg, which is approximately 3,880 square meters in size, which is also located in Weddell Sea. This iceberg was 4,320 square feet kilometers in size, which is half the size of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The finger-shaped iceberg broke off from the Ronne Ice Shelf, a massive ice shelf that has an area of more than 4 lakh square kilometers located in the Weddell Sea in Antarctica. Another iceberg A-74 sized 1,270 kilometers, which is smaller than one-third of A-76, is also broke off the Brunt Ice Shelf in Antarctica. It was confirmed by the agencies that A-76 and A-74 are both just the part of natural cycles on ice shelves that hadn't calved anything big for decades. Periodic calving of large chunks of those shelves is a part of natural cycle. Ronne and another vast ice shelf, the Ross, have behaved in a stable and quasi-periodic fashion over the past century or more. Because the ice was already floating in the sea before dislodging from the coast, its breakaway does not raise ocean levels. Iceberg breaks off their ice shelves when they are met with the warm water. A broken iceberg does not directly impact sea levels because it already has been floating in the water. However, if it collides with a nearby island, it can cause significant damage. In 2017, an iceberg A-68 came dangerously close to colliding with the South Georgia island, a breeding place for penguins and seals. Scientists then feared that the berg would collide with an island that's a breeding ground for sea lions and penguins, but it ended up splitting and breaking into the pieces instead. The world's largest iceberg, A-68, has finally melted. A-68 became famous as one of the most well-documented icebergs in the history. Now it has melted into the Atlantic Ocean. This A-68 broke off from the Larsen Sea ice shelf in 2070 and measured up to 6,000 square kilometers. For a few years, the iceberg stayed at its place, but soon began to float away from Antarctica as summer set in 2018. The Antarctica ice sheet is warming faster than the rest of the planet, causing melting of snow and ice covers as well as the retreat of glaciers, especially around the Weddell Sea. As glaciers retreat, chunks of the ice break off and float adrift until they break apart or crash into the land. After discovery, the names of icebergs are traditionally derived from the Antarctic quadrant in which they were originally sighted, then a sequential number if the iceberg breaks a sequential letter. The continuous calving of the ice shelf has been a cause of concern for scientists across the world who have attributed it to the climate change. That's all for now. For more news updates, stay tuned with us. Itstomorrownews, Hena Talati. For more weather updates like this, and please subscribe our channel.